welcome back to another RSG Lunch Stream. I'm Ranger J1999, your host and part of the RSG crew. Glad to have you guys and gals here as we do another lunch stream where we just hang out with you folks for the next hour and a half. We'll do a roster review. We'll answer your questions. If you have questions, go ahead and put your questions in the chat. Make sure you put question in front of your statement so we can scoop it up. And we will get to all your questions once we get done with the roster review. That being said, make sure you give us a thumbs up on the video. Stop what you're doing. Give us a thumbs up on the video. It helps us spread our content out there in the YouTube world. And we really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, haven't you? We do a ton of streaming for different games. Dungeons and Dragons. Yesterday we had Battlefront 2, and we also had PC Gaming Night where they did Borderlands, the Valentine's special. Of course, we cover mainly Galaxy of Heroes, but we also have Thursday's Tactical Monsters. So there's a lot of stuff that we're doing for you guys right now. And if you'd like to see all the content and support it, subscribing is one way. The other way is to go to our Patreon. We absolutely love our Patreon supporters and all our VIP supporters. There's lots of ways to support the channel. You can donate through Super Chat, you can become a sponsor on YouTube, or you can go to our Patreon channel and you can become a Patreon. That's the best way, and you can do $5 all the way up. We have different fun things we do for our Patreons, so we really do appreciate that. Also, we have our ACS campaign going on. We are over 10,000 on our way to 15,000. If you haven't checked it out, please do. We're trying to get to that last milestone, or that last push to get to 15,000. So we need your guys' help, and we are going to be running a half marathon here in April to support the American Cancer Society. So we need your guys' help to raise the money for this great charity. All right, that being said, let's introduce the panel of knuckleheads that'll be here today. Joining me on the stream, of course, we've got Grim the Mechanic.
Wasabi.
Wasabi to you, my friend. And all the way from jolly old England, the one and only Michael Hunt.
Good evening.
Good evening. Yeah, I always forget it's evening over there until you say something like, oh, that's right. It is evening over there.
I am speaking from the future.
We're eating a lunch, and you're eating your diner. 1872. And I hear something.
I'll be back in a tick. I'm just in the store.
Uh-oh, he's in the store. He's ordering food as we speak. We should probably leave it on so we can just hear what it's like to order food in England. I'm sure it's like ordering food anywhere else. Let me just waste my energy here, and then we're going to get to our roster review, so bear with me a second. I'm just slicing away. You slice, Graham, and then you slice some more, and then when you're sick of it, you do some more slicing, and then you're like, it never ends. It just never ends, Graham. Well, actually, let's see what's in the stores. Is there anything I need? I'll take one of those. Thank you very much. I like those. I don't have anything else because I've been spending my stuff. All right. Oh, let's look at the mods. The mods have been really crappy of late here in the store, Graham.
I don't even look in that store anymore.
I look for specific mods, and it's like, nope, and okay. Well, that was quick. That was disappointing. Okay, good. All right, good. Now we can get to the review. And today, make this big screen. There we go. Cool. I had it. Where'd it go? There it is. Today we are doing Sea Danger's profile. Hey, Graham. Graham.
Yes.
Danger Zone. And they wanted us to do a shout out. So shout out to GSF5 PHI. So shout out to your guild, and let's see what he's looking for today. We gave the shout out. Things he's looking for us to look at: farming and gearing priorities. Obviously, mod review, we'll do that. Fleet arena, we can do that. Says, I want to be useful for my guild and wanted to get outside perspective. Well, we'll definitely do that. I've been playing since April 2018 and worked on collecting legendaries. I feel the gear crunch and I feel I have a lot of holes. My sister's troopers, etc., and undergeared tunes. Plus, OT Millennium Falcon is kicking my butt in fleet and need a counter. We'll definitely give you that. Finishing up Papua and Cantina, my hard nose are Resistance Trooper and Wicked. I am less than 15 stars for finishing 7-star Emphas Nest. I run Houndstooth with Geos and Fleet. I would have started Revan sooner, but I was still on GTR and FSNAS. Also, what do I need to finish the fleet before buying Zetas? So pretty much everything, Grim.
That's what I did. Is I bought everything, every single shard I could get out of the store to finish up all the characters and ships off of there, and then once that was finished, I started buying Zetas.
You know, Grim. Usually when we do these roster reviews, I take the lead and stuff and start pounding it away. I would like you to do it today.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Okay.
Use your Wonder Twin powers. Activate.
Well,
let's start with characters and then go down the gamut. Tell us what you think, and let's look at it.
The pillars are always the place where we start.
Sure. Where do you want to start with the pillars first? Bounty hunters.
I mean, he's already got Chewbacca. I saw it in there, but
7-star?
bounty hunters are still a good one to start with. And he's got a Gear 12 Bosk with the Zeta.
Okay. Was his Chewie 7-star? I didn't see when I first looked.
I think it was Gear... No, 6-star. So he should be able to get... I mean, I'm looking at his bounty hunters, and most of them are Gear 9.
Wait.
Except for Dengar.
Hold on, Graham. Unless you're echoing Satan's voice, I think I hear a Grande Patron in the channel.
What's up? It's your boy,
sneaky bastard,
Lord Grande Pappy Patron, coming at you with something that I had absolutely nothing to do with, but I'll take 100% credit for.
Grande, where the hell have you been?
I've been working, man. I've been busy.
Busy doing what? I mean, how much
time? The life of a sugar, of a kept man that has to be a pool boy is tough, my friend. That's all I'm saying.
You gave me chlamydia.
I gave you chlamydia?
Well, you're taking 100% of it. Yeah. Wow.
Oh my God.
That's me thinking.
You heard it here first, folks. Grande is spreading chlamydia. God dang it. Somehow, even though he's in the U.S.,
Mike, I think your mic is not muted. That's kind of a private conversation.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that's just okay. So I assumed he was Mike Grande, but he could be talking to some random. Okay.
No. He's taking 100% credit for everything he said.
That's true.
Yeah.
So
that's it. Yeah.
Grande.
By the way, you're paying for the baby.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Oh, Grande, insert foot into mouth now. All right. So look, everyone, the Chicken Chaser Grande Patron's here to join us on this roster review.
Yes.
Sorry, Graham. I just had to say it because I heard that voice. I was like, Satan?
Yes, my son.
All right. Grande interjected. You know what? It's the Grim and Grande show. Attack.
All right. I love the Grim and Grande show. I think you went to the right place, Grim. Bounty Hunter is a great place to start. He looks like he's ready to go for 7-star Chewbacca second time around.
Yeah. And from the looks of it, he is working on Dengar. Because Dengar is at 6 stars, so I wonder how many shards he is away from 7 stars. But, I mean, he's got Boba Fett, IG-88, Greedo, and Cad Bane all Gear 9. And then Bosk at Gear 12. So,
where do you guys want to go next?
Next one down the line. First Order.
You want to take a look at his Ewoks, or you want to go? Okay, you said First Order. Okay.
Oh yeah, sorry. We could do Ewoks.
Ewoks.
Yeah, let's do Ewoks. And
finish Logray and Wicked. Looks like.
Yeah.
Logray. If we finish Logray and Wicked, we would we'd probably have a 7-star C-3PO.
Yeah, he doesn't have 3PO unlocked yet.
No unlock. Yep, I just looked. No unlock. So finish those two, and we'd have a 7-star most likely.
Maybe take Paplu up to 8.
Yeah. Paplu to 8 would probably help, and then take them all, of course, to 85. He's got a couple need to go to 85. It looks like.
Yeah. Wish my Ewoks were that close to getting.
It's pretty close.
Well, it's not about you, Graham. It's about him.
I know.
Fresh data?
Yes, sir.
Indeed. On our way.
Rarities. We're missing. Are we missing one?
Executioner's not in there.
Special
Neither is Special Forces.
Right. I mean,
Wake
He
up,
did.
Grande.
he did enough. He did enough to
Wake
get.
up. Why don't you put a little bit of makeup?
He did enough to get a 7-star BB-8.
Yeah.
I
Maybe.
mean, it'd be nice if we got another. If we'd be nice if we got first order executioner.
There's too many things
But
in
there's so many things for him to get.
Cantina that
I'd probably have to say no on this one. Actually,
The only thing I can see in his that he really needs for his first order is his crew leadership, because that'll help him in Grand Arena and TW as well.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm back on the crew shard. I do that crew node. If I'm not farming anything from Cantina, that is my node. 20 of them a day.
That's what she said.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my God, Grande.
Again,
Grande, damn it, Grande, we're trying to keep it a family show, and you're all spreading chlamydia and making puns.
I think the next one to do is Troopers, right?
You gonna go Troopers? Okay.
I think we need to finish up Magma from GW, right? I mean, this is a couple GW farms here, right? If I do Magma from GW, these other 3, Veers is probably just hard nodes. And some of his hard nodes have some pretty good gear. We probably need to talk about what does he need to be spending on. Well, if he's spending any energy, I would say it's 3x50 on hard nodes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, 3x50 on hard nodes is probably the best deal in the game, right? So 3x50 on regular energy, all going to hard nodes is what I would be doing.
And he ain't farming no first order while he's doing that. He's on Emo Bastilla, I would have guessed, and maybe Wicket.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go down the line. I'll call it off if you want to do it. Jedi?
Yeah, Jedi, probably next.
Okay.
Got to work on Bastilla.
Yeah, I just did a quick look at his Old Republic.
And working on Hermit Ryota. Those would be my 3 farms
Grandmaster
there.
Yoda, yeah, there's some work to be done because he only has a 5-star Grandmaster Yoda.
Yo, Night Sister? We have not done any work on Night Sisters. I'm guessing we leave them on the back burner for right now.
They are definitely on the back burner. So, looking at this, you Grim and Grande, we need to work on pillars. So let's.
We do.
So
I think we go. We go back to. We go back. So if we go back to pillars, right? If we go back to pillars, let's look. Let's start with the first 2 pillars, right? Which is EP and Thrawn. We've got EP and Thrawn done, right? In the Empire area, they're both done. We've got. If you look at Rebels, do we have? Let's look at Rebels. We've got R2 done. We've got CLS done, right? So now let's look at JTR. How are we looking on resistance for JTR?
JTR herself is at gear 10.
Yeah, but it's 7 stars, so JTR is done, right?
Yeah.
So now we got to look. We already talked about Chewbacca. We already talked about C-3PO, right? Am I missing any at this point? Like that's all the
We've got Revan, we've got Chewbacca, we've got 3PO.
Yep. So it's really Revan. Revan's the next one. So if we go back and look at his first order, we go back and look at his Old Republic. It's Zalbar, Mission, Juhani. Not Juhani. Jolie. Bastila. We've got those.
And
we've got
T3
and T3. We need to work on those 5 characters.
Those are probably
above anything else. I mean, he's going to be back in 2 months, right?
Yeah.
So
more than likely,
he's going to be back in 2 months. There are your 5 farms right there.
Yeah.
Right.
I think so. Looking at this roster.
Until you have Revan, work those 5. Don't even. I mean, work those 5 even over the Ewoks for C-3PO. I think.
Yeah, because he can still farm. I think some of those Ewoks out of the store that he's working on.
He could farm some of those Ewoks out of the store and still level their gear a little bit, but that's it. It's C-3PO and R2-D2.
Because his bounty hunters look pretty solid.
C-3PO and Revan.
Yeah,
that's it.
And his bounty hunters look great from what you guys looked at. Just needs.
Yep.
He's got a gear 12 boss. He's going to get his Chewie squared away.
Yeah, from the looks of it, he's working on Dengar. So once he gets Dengar up, he's gonna have a 7-star Chewbacca.
And
no
Ewoks
problem.
just basically need gear. He's got enough Ewoks to do it. He could get the other ones rounded out before it comes back. So
and he looks like and I would say finish up that last star on home 1 and finish up Bistan. So that way you're ready to go for a 7-star Chimera. That's the only, that for ships, right?
Yeah.
And I was going to look at his bounty hunter ships just to see how
Oh,
close
and
we are.
Nathan Morgan does have a good point. It should finish up Wicket so he can start getting those Zetas from
that's a
the
priority.
event.
Yeah, but again, right? That's like the whole deal with Mother Townsend, man. I'm not saying. I mean, Wicked is a double, but I would tell him no on the Night Sisters.
No, not
We're just
Night
gonna miss
Sisters.
out on those.
No.
Yeah, we're just gonna miss out on those Zetas. But yeah, finishing. But here's the thing: is I wouldn't get Revan or get 2 Zetas a month. Get Revan, which means I would not finish up Zeta and Cantina.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't. I mean, that's our choice, right? Our choice is Revan or 2 Zetas a month.
Yeah.
Revan.
I think Revan, and you can round out your other teams, and Wicked will come along fine, and you've already got what you need for bounty hunters pretty much. Just keep working on Dengar. I think that needs to be your priority. Grim, your thoughts? Did we lose Grim? Is he on mute?
I'm here. I'm thinking.
Oh, he's thinking. Oh, it's dangerous.
Sometimes it is.
It's sea dangers. Do you see?
I think Revan should be his target.
Yeah,
I mean,
Revan, and look
where,
at his,
when it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking a little bit closer at his characters, and I mean he's got the CLS team pretty good, but the he's so far away from doing Sith and most of the other stuff. He's better off doing Revan. Because that'll change everything for him.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's farming that we need to work on. Now, if we look at his PvP team, oh boy. CLS.
It's not terrible.
It's not terrible, but we can do better. I think we can do better for him.
Where are we at on Zetas, by the way? Or do we have Zetas on his arena team?
I haven't even looked at his.
Finds all things, and Han Solo, and Chewbacca. So, to me, but we have no Zetas on Thrawn, which we're using on our arena team. And potentially, R2-D2 might be better on this team.
I think so, too.
And all of a sudden, I heard Doctor Who play in the background.
That's my ringtone on my phone.
I'm so glad it wasn't just me. I'm like, Doctor Who?
It's okay. The doctors come to my house.
See, that freaks
and this
me out.
time, she's a lady.
Lady. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
She's a lady doctor.
We need to improve.
I only play doctor with the ladies.
He's doing fine in Fleet. He's getting in the top.
He's killing it in Fleet, man.
We've got to get him better in Arena. At least get him top 100. We got to get him into the top 100 consistently.
Now,
I would agree. 56 points higher would really help this guy on his average. Man.
I mean, that's another 50 crystals, and that's another easy hard node farm that he's not struggling with. I mean, he's getting a lot of crystals from Fleet, but if we can up his crystal income and other things...
Top 50, man. If we could really get him into the top 50. But the thing is, the shard... Here's the deal is, him doing that without C-3PO, him doing that without Traya, and him doing that without Revan are going to be pretty freaking tough, man.
He can, but he's going to have to go
He can get top 100 once he gets 3PO. Like in my shard, I'm seeing the CLS led with 3PO, Han, R2, and
Chewbacca.
We probably need to throw a couple more Zetas on this team, though, don't we?
I think so.
Like CLS lead, maybe.
Yeah, CLS lead.
Thrawn. And Thrawn's got to be super fast. I want to see what his mods.
I just checked out his mods.
His speed's 294, pretty good, and there's 6E. I like that.
The mods are not in bad shape, actually. This guy's been working his mods pretty well. And when I look,
looks like it. I don't like Old Ben on this team as the tank. It just. I would either go R2 to replace Old Ben, or, I mean, yeah, I can't. If you're gonna run a tank, General Kenobi, but even
to me, he's running Old Ben because
it hits Rebel synergies.
Because it does have Rebel synergies. But here's the deal: if you're gonna run Old Ben, I mean, I'd rather him not run Old Ben, but if he was going to run Old Ben, we need a Zeta on the one that
Right,
means
so
his
it's
taunt can't be dispelled.
Right, that's the only reason.
But
Plus,
I would say he needs to trip Zeta CLS, and he needs to double Zeta C3 or Chewbacca before we even go over to Old Ben.
yeah, I think Chewbacca. CLS, you can get away. I don't have the lead on him, and I do just fine without it.
The deal is
But
it's 10% turn meter, man.
It is. It's
Freaking
nice, but
sick.
if I had to pick priorities of loyal friend and Chewbacca, I mean Chewbacca's Zetas are.
Well, but the Chewbacca Zeta we're getting is the one where he's like immune to stun and can't get ability increased.
Right.
Do I want 10%? Do I want 10% TM potential, or do I want can't be cooldown increased?
It's a tough choice, man.
And I would say, here's the deal. He is probably going to have CLS as his leader for the next 6 months. I'm just thinking,
we don't know where
right?
he is on Treya, so that's not really a possibility. His Sith. I mean,
Well, let's look at the guild. The guild's nowhere. He doesn't even have one shard of Treya, probably. Looking at the guild,
and that's okay.
He might switch over to a triple Zeta Gam Guard soon.
Triple Zeta what?
Gam Guard. Gamorrean Guard.
Mike,
No.
you shut your hole.
Oh,
Here's the thing, though. We might want to look at R2D2 on this team
I think so.
and do a number crunch, right? Potentially.
That or he's got a Gear 9 7-star nest too that he could drop a Zeta on. That'll protect him from getting eaten by EP teams.
Oh yeah. If we just go back and look at all characters.
But I mean, I think you're right about R2. R2 might be the best one for him right now.
Swap out old Ben and just have kind of a control team, maybe? Jeez. Hold on. Something is happening in my house. I'll be right back.
Well, that Faustian bargain Grande made has finally come back to haunt him. The demons have come to collect his soul.
Well, this is what happens when you're kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
Oh, and apparently I have an energy refresh.
Well, that happens. Yeah, I think put R2 for old Ben. I think so.
Yeah. And then the Zeta on Luke is which one? Binds all things, right?
Yeah.
Might want to drop another Zeta on the lead.
Yeah, I would go all in on your Rebels. It's going to pay off for you. It'll hold you down, get you in the top 100. You can keep Thrawn on the team. I like that, especially fast. He can go first, and with Chewie and Han and the CLS, it's about just burning the crap out of them, and it can be done. Now you don't have 3PO, but you will eventually. And I think so let's consider doing that team and working on that danger, and then I think the farm recommendations they've made as well. Now you talked about ships. We haven't got to your Zetas.
Oh,
but,
actually, before we get to ships, I want to talk about his arena team real quick. If you can mod your team to where Chewbacca will guard your Thrawn as well as Han, that might be something that you'll want to do, because the main target in CLS teams like yours is Thrawn. They want to kill Thrawn. So Thrawn, then Han Solo. And if you can make it to where Thrawn doesn't get stunned and stuff like that, you can get your fracture off more often. Right. Okay, I'm done.
So ships he's doing really well in. I mean, so he's running against the MILF. He's having problems with Millennium Falcon. You're running the right lineup to beat it. So there's not much we can offer you. Chimera helps you deal with. I mean, you're holding top 5 and doing well. You're getting the top 10. So I think you're okay with ships. There's just not much you can do. It's about running the fleet. You're running the right fleet.
Mm-hmm.
It's just about, for me, it's stun Millennium Falcon, hit it hard. It's hard to kill. And then the first reinforcement I bring in is Cassius Ewing. Again, removes the buffs, especially off Millennium Falcon, and get my lineup in. Then it's just about saving up the big hits for, building up Silencer and clearing ships. So sometimes I do kill Han right away. But it's RNG dependent, I mean, you mod and do everything correctly like I have and hit the hell out of them. It's like, what? Dodge? Oh, for Christ's sakes. So, there's not much you can do. Just keep focusing on the ships that you're farming. I like your lineup a lot. I think you're running the right lineup with what you've got, just looking at your ships. There's not much more you can do about that. The only thing is have some heavy hitters. Cassius Ewing's really good. I like a second tank on there, either Biggs or Boba. Cassian's a good one, and Poe is one of those ships that, you need to start clearing out the trash after you've been hitting everybody hard. It's really, really good. Another one that I'm working on that's almost done that I'm going to be inserting in soon is Lando's ship. I really like that ship a lot. So there's not much more you can do about it. I mean, until you get your own MILF, the team run is the right one.
Well, one thing you might want to look into doing is, even though your Rogue One isn't up very high, your ship is 7 stars. Cassius Ewing is 7 stars.
Yeah.
You could get away with leveling that up to 85. And then focus on getting his reinforcement, because that's all he's there for, really, is that reinforcement of get all the buffs off and then kill the Millennium Falcon.
He's not damage. He's about support. He comes in, he removes all the buffs, and then you can stealth a ship that's in trouble. You can do target lock. You can do call and assist with Silencer, just ramp him up. It's an amazingly good support ship. And if your characters are geared 9 and the ship's done, that's really all you need. And it'll do wonders for you. I'm telling you, it is the unsung hero against the Millennium Falcon meta right now.
Yeah.
And ships.
Yeah. That's just a suggestion. You might want to work on your Cassian's Ewing on the side and the Rogue One characters that are part of that ship.
All right. Mods.
But yeah, he's doing really good.
Yeah, this is a really good roster. He's doing it the right way. Mods look really good, Grim. I don't know if you're looking at them, but there's some slicing that needs to be done, but what do you think, looking at his mods?
I'd say stop going to 6E.
Yeah, no more 6E.
Other than that, he's got some really nice mods.
Mm-hmm. And he's got some mods that he could slice that might be really good, too.
Yeah, slice up your blues and purples, see if they roll good for you.
Yeah, I think that's going to be your ticket, bud, is to finish slicing all these mods, see what speed you get. But they're on the right characters.
Mm-hmm.
CLS, Thrawn. I mean, when you look at the top of the page, you see the mods are all on his PvP characters. That's a great sign, especially the ones on Thrawn. He's got a 294 speed on his Thrawn, and you can see why. He's got his best mods, speed set, everything on Thrawn, and I like it. 19 speed square. Damn, that's nice. Yeah, I like it. So just keep, all these mods that you see on this page here need to be sliced. Don't worry so much about the arrows, but definitely the other mods we can get up. The one on CLS, that purple, stuff like that you can, it's just about rounding out your team, and I think he's done a pretty good job. Looking at this roster, Graham, I think he's done a pretty solid job. I think the farm recommendation you guys made will help you out tremendously. I think all the recommendations that you guys made will really help him out.
Yeah, for his GP range, he's doing pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Let's get those legendaries done. I think that's your best bet. Let's get Revan. Start working on your Revan, round out your Ewoks. Get your bounty hunters a little bit more gear and stuff, and you'll have Chewbacca done, you have 3PO done, and you'll have Thrawn done. I'm not Thrawn, but Revan done. And don't chase anything else. I don't care about the droid rework. I don't care about anything that's going to be coming out. You're not ready for it, and that's okay, because April 2018 to be where you're at right now is pretty solid, my friend. And I think that's the direction you're looking for. Anything else that you saw from the Strongs that you want to mention, Grim?
Actually, one last thing is I could look at what Zetas he's got.
Go for it.
I think he's doing good for Zetas. do the Zeta suggestions that we had before with CLS and doing R2. And yeah.
I was going to say, I've never put the third one, the gazillion % tenacity or whatever on CLS. Never bothered with it. I bat and lead. And my CLS isn't the fastest. I think it's about 242 or something. Still works. It's great.
And yeah, once he gets 3PO unlocked, he'll get either top 100 or at least close to it, and that'll increase his crystal income.
Oh mate, yeah. Thinking, I was doing some comparisons because me and who is it? I can't see. You've scrolled down on the mods now. C Dangers. What's his GP? 2.3 ish.
2 mil.
2 mil. Yeah.
2 mil, 28,000.
So York's slightly ahead of him GP wise. Just working through the pillars and everything. Because York has a 6-star Chewie at the moment, and he's doing the same thing. Yeah, working on Bosk, gearing up Dengar, and in regards to bounty hunters, I'm always impressed now by Cad Bane, which is a phrase I never thought I would say, because Cad Bane has always been one of my favourite characters. Love running him. Think he looks cool, he's got cool actions and everything, but just did nothing. To now, he's quite an important bounty hunter. Because obviously he's got the ship as well. You need the ship to unlock the Millennium Falcon, aka MILF and that. But also he's what they did with him has brought him up as well. So might be worthwhile. Well, it is worthwhile slapping some gear onto Cad. Obviously, once Bosk and Dengar and probably Boba are done, because it's never going to hurt you to gear up crew members, because you're going to get double the GP on those as well.
All right.
Yeah, when they did the Cad Bane rework, they really made him really good.
Indeed.
He's a solid tune, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
He really is. I'm always pleasantly surprised when I run him in a squad.
All right. That is your roster review today, Mr. C. Dangers. If you would like a roster review, all you need to do is take your GG page, send it to Dr. Finn, give him a little bit of what you want, make sure he responds, and we will add you to the queue. When it is your time to come back around to get your roster review, we will let you know ahead of time so you can watch it. And then if you have questions afterwards, all you need to do is message us in Discord and we'll get you squared away. Alrighty then. Let us... I just realized I got to do questions again today.
God
damn it. Give me a minute.
Where is Finn?
He sucks. No, he doesn't suck. He's busy with life and stuff. I'm jelly. He's making that big cash, homie. Let's see here. Alright, let's start getting to some... Well, first let me start doing these events. Let me start the events and then we'll get to your questions. Who do we want to use? What squad do we want to use there? Graham, I'll let you pick up. For this stupid Townsend event, what do you want to use? JTR, CLS, Revan. I've got the Carousel team I'm working on.
Carthold Republic.
I don't have Carthold Republic, so Mike, you shush.
You could show off what happens when you use Chewbacca and OG Han against the table. This is the one with the altar, right?
Yeah, let me put 3PO in there.
Are these the droids we're looking for?
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
Oh, look who decided to show up. Hi, Finn.
I have issues going on right now. So
really? You want to talk about it, buddy? What's going on, buddy?
I have work being done on my house right now in order to fix some rotten wood, and in the meantime, the blinds in front of the windows fell out.
Oh, yeah, the window issue. That's still not fixed, huh?
Well, we finally we got a different contractor now in order to do the work, so they're working on it right now. You may hear like sawing and hammering and stuff behind me. But yeah, so then the blinds fell out, so that's fun.
Okay.
Are you sure you aren't Irish, Finn? Just one thing after another, like, oh, we finally got done, and then the house falls apart.
How long before that's done? 2 weeks.
Well, we've had so at least
the money pit.
With those blinds before, they'd been okay for the last few years because we had somebody come like 4 years ago to like fix it for a similar issue, but now it appears to be returning, so we'll probably have to have somebody else come and do that.
Hey, Riemann is in chat right now.
Ramon.
Ramon.
My Ramonin. My. What's old Ramonin saying?
Let's see here. Captain Obvious was saying Riemann wants a roster review and some remodding.
Oh.
And then that's pretty good advice.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's see.
And then he said hi to Hellenix.
Yep.
Let's see.
And you caught up.
All right, let's get to some questions. Let me get the last entries.
Captain Obvious. Maybe if Finn didn't live in a pork barn, he wouldn't have shelter problems.
I mean... All right, Nathaniel Morgan, question for Ranger. How's your Gamorrean guard? Crap. And I'm going to leave him as crap. Sorry.
You know, I will laugh so hard if that actually is Gamorrean guard that they had Gear 12 with 3 Zetas.
Yeah, but we all know it's not, don't we? We all know.
All right, here we
The troll inside me hopes that it's just
you know what it
Gamorrean
actually
guard.
is? It is the new, super buffed, never to be nerfed again, Newt. That's who it is.
All right, let's look here. Oh,
What you
God.
say?
Here we go. Rose Taco question.
I get 3 Zeta.
What did you say? Rose Taco question. With the leak of a 3-star Gamorrean guard, do you think it could be a placeholder for the Eternal Twins? Nope. Rose Taco question. With the leak of a 3-star Zeta Gamorrean guard, do you think it could be a placeholder for the Eternal Twins again? Nope.
It's only one of them. The other one's coming later, apparently.
Right.
He's doing her hair.
All right. James Jurchak. Question, I'm running Revenant Arena and was about to Zeta Grandmaster Yoda, but with droids coming and BT gaining turn meter whenever an ally is evaded, is this Zeta still viable or is the Foresight now more of a liability? You know, there's more than one team of droids that you will use the Revenant team to face. I'm just saying.
Which Zeta was he doing?
He was doing he's the Grandmaster Yoda one.
The battle meditation, do it, yeah.
Yes.
That's brilliant, Zeta.
It's amazing.
And it's still gonna be.
Yeah. I mean...
Great Zeta.
Alright. Let me get another event going here, and then we'll get some more questions. We got our 2 Zetas. Alright. I'll just put Revan on there, and I can hit auto. Love it. Give me a second. Hit auto, and then I can go back to questions. Okay. Hellenix. Oh, boy. What was the amount of time between the release of the last couple of Old Republic tunes and the beginning of the first Jedi Net Revan event? Hashtag 3 Zeta Gamorrean Guard. I can't take your question seriously, Hellenix, because you throw crap like that in there.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. There you go, 2 weeks. Actually, you're actually not wrong there, Mikey. Wait a minute. Why is Hermit Yoda in there?
Even the
Stupid game.
clocks tells the time right twice a day.
Stupid game. Why did you put Hermit Yoda in there? It doesn't matter. We're going to win. Sith Lord 72. Question. I'm sticking to my farm and working on gearing my first order team for Territory Wars and Grand Arena. Very well done, lad. My question is, what is the Zeta order for my first order team? Thank you, as I always enjoy your streams. Well, Sith Lord, I'll see what the guys think, but it's always, for me, it was crew, first order stormtrooper.
Yeah, double crew's leadership first, crew's unique second, first order stormtrooper third,
then Kylo Ren,
and then
mass.
Regular Kylo Ren.
Yeah, you want him for the turn meter and stuff, but anything else than that, it's not needed. It's nice. It's nice.
First order, first order TIE fighter pilot.
It's
last.
nice. I wouldn't even do it. No.
Yeah. Give me a refund. I want to put it on Gamorrean Guard.
No. What is okay? I'm out of loop here. What is up with the Gamorrean Guard?
Okay, so in the developer video that Warrior got for his reveal of Grievous reveal of the droideka and stuff, near the end there is shown some of the arena teams, and one of the arena teams in the leader position is a Gear 12 Gamorrean Guard.
No, they didn't. No.
And there's also a Gear 12 HK with a Zeta.
Oh, the HK I can see. No.
There's two. There's a Gear 12 triple Zeta Gamorrean Guard in lead spot.
What?
And then second spot is another triple Zeta Gamorrean Guard.
What?
With a Zeta Emo Bastilla HK.
Yep.
And Palps, and I think it's Sith Trooper. So we know how much synergy Gamorrean Guard has with Siths and droids, of course. So yeah, 2 and 2 equals 21.
The going theory is it's covering up whatever is actually in that spot for testing periods.
It might not be Gamorrean Guard, put it that way.
What
wink,
would it
wink.
be?
A nod's as good as a wink to a blind bat, as Monty used to say.
I mean, what? Better not be Gamorrean Guard, because I'm going to have a little talk with the devs. Like,
It's
are you
not
on crack?
Gamorrean Guard. It's Dark Side Revan.
That's why I said I will
But
laugh so hard.
Don't tell anyone. Hashtag what panic farm.
Jesus.
Secrets.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
I know that we're safe to speak here.
What else? 73. Question: is Grande trying out his remake of Wolfman Jack? No, that's what he always does. He's just copying He Who Shall Not Be Named on this channel. Tangent Revolution. Question for the BD. What do you think is the most effective way to catch a chicken if you don't have a code available? I run into this problem a lot, as you can imagine. Well, he's not here right now, so I mean, that's pretty fast and efficient.
Yeah. Or a fox. Buy yourself a fox. They're
There you
good
go.
chickens.
Dogs, cats, you know. What else? 73. Question: do you think the placeholder is for Darth Malak or Darth Revan?
Yes.
Yes. Bet my butt on it.
Probably Revan.
It's for Jedi Knight Malik.
Oh, don't say that.
Did he have... Well, which of them had synergy with HK?
Revan.
Voltron.
Right, well,
If only.
that would kind of lean towards that Revan then, wouldn't it?
If only.
Yeah.
Darth Sion 1972. Question for Grande. What is the optimal 5 First Order characters for Territory War and Grand Arena? Also, any suggestions on how to mod them? Well, he's not here right now. Big deal, you there? Alright. Well, I think we've got enough knowledge here to tell you. The ones I run, and it does quite well for me, is Crew Lead, both Zetas. First Order Stormtrooper with a Zeta. First Order Officer, no Zeta, because he doesn't have one. See, I tricked you there. Regular Kylo Ren.
He's really fast, isn't he?
Oh yeah, and Executioner, and it's all about ramping up your Executioner. Once that dude gets going, have fun. It's ridiculous. And with a Zeta on Stormtrooper, you're basically with the assist and the call and the turn meter game. You want to make a lot of their turn meter comes from crit, right? So a lot of your attackers, you want crit on them. You want to mod crew tanky as hell, right? Same, but the other ones, Kylo Ren, all of them, you definitely want to get their turn meter going. So crit's one, potency's another one. Crew's the exception because he's your tank. You could go, I don't know, Mike, any other suggestions on that lineup? Do you run a different first order lineup than I do?
No, that's the one. I've tried different options, but nah, that's the one that works the best for me. Definitely, uber fast Fu. He passes straight to Death Panda. Death Panda starts his roll.
Yeah,
I was going to say one of the things I do in Dark Side territory battles near the end. I play a little game sometimes if I've got both characters, which is to run a crew lead first order squad. But the fifth member is Wampa, and then then the challenge is who's going to kill more, Death Panda or Wampa, and that kind of puts it into perspective just how good Death Panda actually is. He's great. Sorry, first order execution.
Well, once he gets going, I mean, he starts one-shotting. He starts one-shotting fools. He's like, Gasson chop full turn meter. Gasson chop full health. Yeah. It's like, oh my god.
One other thing that's nice about Executioner is you don't need to mod him for crit because his basic he auto crits as long as whenever an opponent is debuffed, he will crit always. Mm-hmm. It's part of his mechanics, But for me, like I use an alternate on that because I really, really like Special Forces TIE Fighter pilot because I run the stun lock team, dude.
There you go.
It's that one's fun too. If you have access to First Order Special Forces TIE Fighter pilot, though.
Yeah. I totally get it. All right.
I'm back now. Crisis averted.
All right. Good job, Grande. We're in question time. We had to answer some of the questions for you because the big deal wasn't available.
Apologies.
If we get any more, I'll shoot them straight your way.
Sweet.
You catch all the chickens?
Yes, all the chickens are caught.
Guys, chickens.
You missed the question about that earlier.
I did. I had chickens in my parking lot. Okay.
No, that's just the most optimal way to catch a chicken without a jacket. That's all.
Oh, use a shoal. If you have a shoal available, use that.
Yeah, we all run around with shoals, Grande.
Well, or use a snuggie. Everybody's got a snuggie,
it's
right?
the 1860s.
Use a snuggie.
The 19th century called, Grande. They want their clothes back.
Yeah, it was a telegram.
It was a fax. The fax machine rang.
Oh my god. All right, let's get to the next questions. Telomed92. I will get Chewie and CLS next time around and have R2 and Han at 7 stars. Should I try to get C-3PO at 5 stars? I only need to pretty much gear them and then finish 2 or 3 on stars, or focus on First Order and Resistance to get BB-8 and JTR. If yes on 3PO, what gear level should a 5-star team of Ewoks be to get 5-star 3PO?
I mean, again, this is pillars, right? I mean, if you can manage to focus on both, focus on both. I mean, getting a character unlocked lets you work on their gear. Super important, man. So I would definitely say work the unlock if at all possible.
Well, yeah, he's viable at 5-star.
And C-3PO works just fine at 5-star, right? For that matter, most of what R2-D2 is doing is fine at 5-star. JTR you need at 7, so let's finish off everything. You need to get to 7, so if you can work 5s on legendaries and work 7s on heroics, that would get you at least everything unlocked and let you use it for everything but the raid, and then go back and work on getting it to 7-star. I think that would be an excellent choice.
All right. Let's see. Darkside Ranger J 1999. Oh boy. Question: does Wells Fargo give out carb loans? I need 1,000, and who's everyone's least favorite game? Oh my God, I need 1,000, so he needs 1,000 carb bodies from Wells Fargo.
Not a problem. We will definitely. You know, you got to fill out all the correct paperwork.
Sure.
But once you've got your paperwork filled out, and we've and the actuaries have said it's fine, we will definitely give you a loan.
Yeah, and then the other one is, and who's everyone's least favorite game changer? Jesus.
Least favorite, man. That's going to get us in trouble, man.
Yeah.
That's going to get us in trouble. But I mean, there's probably, you know, here's the deal. There's 40-something game changers. I'll answer it. It's one of the ones that doesn't speak English because I never watch them. That's why they're my least favorite. I can't understand them.
Okay.
So it's got to be a Russian one or like a, you know, Spanish only one where I don't even understand what they're saying. That's my least favorite one. Heck, I don't even know their names because I don't watch them. That's how much I don't like them.
I think that's a fair call.
For me, it's not that I don't like them. I know all those guys, and they're good guys. It's just
you know the Russian ones and the French ones too.
Well, no,
Come
but
on,
I
man.
mean, I'm talking
Boom,
Americans.
shakalaka. I'm just telling you.
Listen, racist Grande, get that crap out of here.
Racist Grande. I'm not. I said nothing about race. This all had to do about language. Okay.
That's race. Yeah, that's pretty much race. Yeah.
No, it's not race. Race is what color they are. I could give a rat's butt what color they are or what sex.
You heard it here, folks. If you don't speak English, Grande doesn't like you.
If I can't understand you, no offense, but I'm going to have a neutral opinion on you because I don't really know you.
I know. I can't. For the English-speaking game changers.
He didn't specify that.
Yeah.
So I got out of it with a technicality and a loophole.
You cheated. Get out of here. It's not that I don't like them. It's just I prefer others more. You know, Warriors is always the one that is my go-to. I just do.
Warriors good.
Yeah. So
and I decline to answer on the grounds that I might incriminate myself.
What
do I like about what do I like about? I like the ones that do roster reviews like we do, right? Because I feel like they're helping out the community.
I think they all bring a uniqueness, and they all cover different areas that they like to focus in on, right?
And they should reinstate McMull.
Did you watch this video yesterday? He's like, I want a clone rework. Maybe I should say I'm going to delete my channel and I'll get a clone rework. he actually said that in his video yesterday. I about fell out of my chair.
McMull keeps it real, man. I mean, that's why I appreciate McMull. He reminds me of me.
McMull does keep it real. He really does.
If I was ever have a person rant alongside me, it'd be McMull. We'd have a good old time. I mean, that's science right there.
He seems like the kind of guy that's really kind in person and like rants whenever he's just talking in a video.
He's just speaking his mind, man. You know. So I have an appreciation for that. All right. Next question from Chewy. Question: thoughts on McMull's Gamorrean Guard video? It's called the segue, baby.
I actually haven't seen that one.
Mike said it. Mike. So it was a video of a video. So apparently there was another person's video that showed the Triple Zeta Gamorrean Guard, which we all know is probably hogwash, right? There's no such thing as I can't imagine we'd end up with a Gamorrean Guard rework, which means it's a graphics placeholder for some other character they're working on. Kind of like what he said.
Yeah.
All
right.
I don't know, man. I mean, it's it shouldn't have ever made it in a video. I don't know how it made it in a video or whose video it was in first, but dang. And does anybody remember whose video it was in first? Because McMull was making a video of a video.
Well, the video I saw that one in was the Droideka Magna Guard reveal from Warrior, but then again, I always watch Warrior's videos first, so I don't know. It might have been somebody else.
They might have been getting stock footage, right? They were getting stock footage from CG.
If you look at the names of those arena characters, players, it's all off of a developer account, not a game, not a test account or anything else. It's a developer account.
Yeah. So And they had a couple Zetas too on HK, didn't they? So who knows,
Yeah.
man? They're probably testing all kinds of crap. It doesn't mean it's going to come. I mean, how many different versions of Chewbacca did we see before we actually saw Chewbacca? I mean, we even got some in-game Chewbaccas, right?
Yeah. Hey, that
Before we
3
got-
Zeta character might be Black Jacket Han.
No, it's not Black Jacket Han, man. It's definitely a Revan Malik style character.
Maybe it's
and
Jabba. But that's all we can do about that type of thing is just speculate what it is until.
I mean, look, are they? You know, they're kind of completionists over there, right? So they probably want to finish up, Old Republic, so then they can go to something else. So, I mean, are we going to get a Revan now, or are we going to? I mean, if we don't get a Revan now, it's like 2-3 years, man. I mean, think about it. It does seem a little strange that we would get a Revan, a dark side Revan, a second coming of Revan, before we got a real CLS that was a Jedi, right? I mean, why are we not continuing on with Luke's journey? I mean, they talked about original trilogy.
That was
And we didn't get that.
That was 2018, Ronnie. We're in 2019.
Well, so was I mean, look, I mean, so what? You know, we got Millennium Falcon in 2019, didn't we? I mean, it happened after Christmas.
They couldn't do a Jedi Luke at the moment because you couldn't have him on the back of Jedi Knight Revan. You're talking about a whole year of Jedi domination, which just they can't do.
So they're gonna do a Sith. So we're gonna do Sith Dark Side Revan, and we're gonna bring back we're gonna bring that back.
I don't know.
I mean, it just seems strange.
The thing I noticed, and no one seems to have mentioned, is the lack of Traya in those squads. You've got 2 of the Triumvirate in one of the squads. You've got Scion and Nihilus, but Traya isn't in any of those squads, which I find like, what? You're breaking up the Triumvirate?
Again, right? It could be there could be all kinds of mechanics that would cause that to happen, right?
Yeah. I hope there was lots of counselling first.
All right, let's get to some more questions. All right, Skeechu.
You don't want to upset Sith.
Let's see here. Skeechu question: are you not allowed to discuss the triple Zeta game guard lead from Warriors video? We've already talked about that, Skeechu.
Not Gar Saxton. Gamorrean guard.
I said.
But anyway.
I said.
Anyway, maybe I screwed that up.
Yeah,
Look, I
did.
screw up the names more than you do. So let's.
I didn't
let's
screw
just
that
go
up.
ahead. Let's just.
I'm pretty sure I said.
Let's just go ahead and
Gamorrean
assume
guard.
that I messed that up.
All right.
Let's assume that I messed that up.
Rowdy, here's some crowns. From your corner.
I got Mike laughing pretty good on that one, didn't I?
Chewie question: besides Darth Revan, which Sith would you most like to see in the game and why?
Malgus.
Yeah, Malgus would be really good. I would like to see Bane and Zorana.
Would the
Talon. Darth Talon.
Oh my God, Talon with the
dude, you want me to wail out? Scantily clad, red skin Twi'lek with the red lightsaber.
Creamy.
What were the pointy teeth toothed hunters from Rebels that looked a bit like Thrawn? What were they were Sith or not?
Oh, he's talking about the Inquisitors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not Sith though. They're dark
they
side.
cool.
But yeah, I would love to see the Inquisitor squad.
Why did we never get Inquisitors? Man?
I don't know. That would be a great faction to put into the game. Anti-Jedi.
You know what? I mean, Inquisitors would be awesome. They'd have Sith synergy. They'd have Empire synergy.
How about the Knights of Ren?
Yeah.
We never even got them in a movie.
We got them in The Force Awakens. I think they're going to play a big role in 9. If they don't, then I'm going to throw my hands up.
Well, supposedly we're going to find out more about Snoke in the next movie, so.
Sure.
Snoke? Who's that Snoke guy?
All right, we got a lot more questions.
From everything else, they only need to be in screenshot for 5 seconds, and they're in the game, aren't they?
All All right, here we go. Mock.
Pow and misstand. Is that what you're talking about?
All right, next question from Makwa. Question: Should I be 6Eing my Rogue One for ships? Also putting Zed on them for the same reason. Cassie Ewing is coming off the bench. What do we think?
I wouldn't 6E just for a reinforcement ship, to be honest.
No, 6E your front line. Do not 6E your reinforcements.
Unless they're already
So,
6E.
Order of operations, right? Figure out. So here's the order of operations. The first question, it's a decision tree. Do you get more of your crystals from arena, or do you get more of your crystals from ships? That's the group, and you just need to 6E your front lineup. That's it. Your front line and ships. So that's the capital ship plus 3. In squad arena, that's all 5. After that, you're done. Like,
Fine.
don't 6E any more than that. Unless, go back to looking for the best mods you can get, and taking them all up to 5s. That's what I'm working on.
All right. Tilo Man 92 question. Don't you think it's fun? Everyone's calling GG a droid, laughing out loud. He would be pissed. He's a cyborg, but he was known as the general of the droid army. So but that doesn't actually mean he's a droid. He is definitely a cyborg. Let's just be real. He's not an actual droid.
Dude's got 4 lightsabers in his arms. I'm calling him whatever he wants to be called.
I know, right? You should now call me Betty.
Don't call him Shirley.
Don't call him Betty either.
Whatever you do, don't call him late for dinner.
All right. And never call him out. All right.
And always have WD-40 on you.
Let's see here. Nathaniel Morgan, question: did the B2 rework break the PvE B2s? They're getting full Terminator when you attack another B2.
Well, see, what the thing is usually when they rework a character, it also reworks the ones that show up in PvE.
Yes.
So I noticed
it almost always works
in the Separatist event that the B2s were kicking my butt.
I autoed it.
Yeah, I do too.
Well, I don't have Revan, so...
Well, whose fault is that, Mr. Poopy Pants?
But,
yeah, he's only come twice.
A team that I was able to beat it with 3-star before, I was getting completely smoked by those B2s.
All right. Blackbird Premium question. Just Zeta admission. How important is Zalbar's Zeta? I did the Zeta on mission 2.
I did them the other way around. I actually Zeta. I would say Zalbar.
Well, Vandor's the first one you want to do.
Vandor, without a doubt, is the first one. Then Zalbar, then mission. I
did missions first, so we'll see. Because I am going to do Zalbar, so it'll be Vandor, mission, Zalbar that I'll have Zeta for this team. I'm running them right now in GW, and I'm all in, man. I'm all in. So they're about done. I've just got a few more shards to get for Vandor and L3, and the team will be ready to rock and roll. They'll all be... Well, L3, I'll need to get her to at least gear 11, but Mission and Zalbar are 12, Vandor and Kira are 11. So we'll do some testing on that for you.
Yep.
All right. Dome P. Question. To all members in the panel, how is your Old Republic second batch farm going? How many node refreshes? We could talk about that. I'll retreat real quick out of this GW. Well, Juhani and the other one are not out yet, so that kind of limits it. But I've just been regular farming them. I stopped Candors because I'm finishing up L3. Once that's done, then I will use 100 Cantina energy on Candors every day. And then Basila, I will continue doing what I've been doing. I've been farming her religiously. She's about to be 5-star. I haven't done any crystals or anything for those guys yet. It's all just straight farming. Now, if I wanted to, I could probably do a refresh on her. I may do that because after I get done with L3 and Vandor Chewbacca, I can focus really heavily on those two. But we'll see what happens because other characters are coming. There's always something. But I think I'm going to add another character into my farm that I haven't been working on, like finishing up Range Trooper, who's 5-star, something like that. I've got some characters on the bottom here that I've been looking at, like, all right, I don't know, until Juhani and Karth come out, then it's like, all right, well, damn, what can I work on? But I'm kind of waiting because I don't know what they're going to do with this cadence, man. It's completely thrown me off, so I'm kind of waiting to see what they do with those two characters, but based off that, then I'll I'll switch it up and
Yeah,
add
all
the
signs
football.
are pointing to surprise, mother.
Oh, I know. That's why I'm saving all my crystals and stuff and doing what I'm doing. All right. Let's see. Let me look here. Next question. Nathaniel Morgan question: what kind of god tier fur balls do you need to beat Mythic Ground War? Gear 11 got slaughtered instantly. I don't know.
Very
He's talking about
high.
using. Yeah, they got to be super high and super zated.
Yeah. I mean, I tried with I've got one Zeta on Chirpo, and that was a no-go. And they're all gear 12.
I'm going to tell you that. Are you talking about the one where you use Jedis?
No, this
Yeah.
is the. Go ahead.
Right?
Yeah, the
Ground
one that's
War.
on now. The Ground War.
The one that's on right now, the one you use Jedis for. Yeah. That thing was tough. I'm going to tell you, that thing was really tough until I got so before I had Revan, I had to use GMY, Hermit Yoda, Ezra, like Barris and GK to get it done, right? And then of course after you get Bastilla and Juhani, it gets way freaking easier. And then you get Revan, and you're like auto, it's really tough though. I mean, I had to play it on manual until Revan.
I did the top tier with York, and he's got a gear 8 Hermit Yoda, so it's Bastilla lead with he's got gear 11 Mr. Beardy, gear 11 Ezra, and gear 11 Grandmaster Yoda, and that I was shocked. I clicked on it yesterday to do it, and I'm like, really? I've actually got 3 stars on there, and then it's like, yeah, of course. Bastilla is great. Anyone that doesn't have Revan, Bastilla, gear her up, slap the Zeta on her.
Yeah.
Please don't focus on the gear. Do the shard farming both for Hermit Yoda and Wampa, and then enjoy from there on the gear that you're going to be picking up from there on.
Pretty much.
And it
I
does
agree.
it. It clears it. It really, and it's like, it's just that it's the full phase is the stumbling block.
Yeah, because you got Grievous.
That's it.
Really
so
with the mark.
Save your cooldowns and just focus fire on to Grievous. But you'll have all the Hermit Yoda's group attack.
You will.
And you've got Mr. Beardy's group attack as well, and you just hit it. And Bastilla, of course, doing the ability block helps to prevent that death mark. So
I agree.
Yeah, and she's in game. She's worth the fun. You need her full Revan anyway, and she's still a quality too.
All right.
Totally agree.
Faye Mock question: do I really need to increase Poe's leadership level ability to benefit his X-Wing's abilities and powers?
Yeah.
No.
Ooh,
hold on.
different opinion. Fight!
5 level 15. That's all you need for the ship.
No. The level abilities. What he's saying is, do I need to increase the level abilities on the? And I'm thinking if he's saying the character level abilities. Yeah, you need to increase the character level abilities. Poe is a great character, and I'm thinking he's talking about the character. Now, if he's talking about the ship, you don't need to level them all up.
No, but the Omegas will increase the speed of it.
Absolutely, they will.
Taking it up to and Omega in every ability. He doesn't have that many anyway, does he?
No,
Is it?
It's not that bad, man.
All right.
Where is it?
Chewy question: Jedi Malik for the next Journey-ish event.
Jedi what?
Malik.
Jedi Knight Malik.
I mean, we kind of already know what it's going to be, right?
It's gonna be something. Good morning, guard of the 3 Zetas. Enjoy, mother.
I don't know. CG plays favorites with the light side when you think about it. So personally, I think that they already filled up their dark side quota with the Grievous rework of his droids and Droidica and B1. So
there you go.
yeah,
And they could be testing anything, man.
yeah, they've surprised.
But it's probably Dark Side Revan, and we probably look, man. Those other two characters probably dropped today, right? And we probably get in about 3 hours. You probably get an in-game pop-up that says, "By the way, in 2 hours there will be a client restart." And then after that we get Juhani and Karsto Nasus. By the way, Karsto Nasus is Jacqueline Onassis' brother.
All right, knock it off, Grande.
I come back, and this is what I come back to.
See what I've been dealing with, Finn?
And then they're probably farmable, which means we got 2 weeks to 30 days, and they're gonna finish off KOTOR. And while finishing off KOTOR, they're gonna go, "See, Ranger, we made you happy. You got Darkside Revan."
But Ranger didn't want Darkside Revan. He wanted the true.
I tried to warn him. I'm like, there are going to be 2 different varieties.
They're gonna milk it, and I know. Trust me, Grande. I get it.
I told you in the very beginning. You were like,
listen,
"No way, dude."
Listen,
remember, and I was like,
I had hope, Grande. Rebellions were built on hope, and I had it.
I tried to warn you, bro. I tried to warn you.
Well, you're mentally damaged. I can't take you seriously.
Yeah,
Jackie.
When it comes to this game, you need to let my savant, like freaking Rain Man type qualities come through. I said.
Well, it's kind of hard to take you seriously. Like, definitely going to be Jedi Knight Revan. Definitely $500 for a Snickers bar. Wait, what, Grande? I can't. What do you mean?
Oh man!
All right, let's get to this next question.
Okay.
Hellnix. Oh, question for me. Lower question for Ranger. Wouldn't his name more properly be Jedi Knight Alec? That is correct, as opposed to Jedi Knight Malik. Didn't Alec change his name to Malik with an M after his fall of the dark side? A lot of them do that. Trey was actually Kreia. So yeah, that one's. You're all right about that. We just know him as Malik.
Definitely.
But yeah, it would be Jedi Knight Alec. And he didn't have the thing under his chin, so it'd be interesting to see how they would interpret his look, because the reason he has that mouthpiece that he has is because he failed Revan, and Revan cut off his jaw.
Little known fact, Grande Patron used to be Randy Patron.
Really? I didn't know that.
Actually, I used to be Skinny Patron, and then I became Grande. I'm working my way up to Avente.
He's working on his way from being kind of a big deal to being he's a big deal.
Yeah. I went from skinny to tall to Grande, and I'm working my way up to Vente.
Sure.
Pretty soon I'll be Vente Patron.
What was Gabriel Iglesias' one? You're going from husky to damn.
I'm going from husky to damn.
Oh, but don't forget, he added the new one. Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
Now listen, Grande. I'm gonna call you, but if you come around here again, I ain't gonna call you.
But don't you get promoted if you become Vente? Then effectively you then become Eclipse.
Yeah. Well, the reason we're talking about Starbucks drink sizes here, okay, guys? This is what I'm talking about. That's right. Pretty soon I'll be a big gulp, and then I'll be a Route 44 with Vanessa. It'll be great. For those of you that know Sonic drink sizes.
If we're doing product placement, Bentleys are a beautiful car.
We're doing Starbucks and Sonic product placement. I only do product placement for people who have S's in their name. Oh man!
All right, next questions. We got more questions from Malin87. Question: outside of raids, do you think either of Rampa's Zetas are really worth it? I see a lot of people put them on, but just doesn't seem to be useful to me.
My favorite car brand.
What?
We're on S's. I said a B, so I changed it to Sayat.
Sayat. You like Subarus, right? And Dobbs. Anyway. Okay. So the Zetas. One of them is worth it. One of them's not. Nobody uses Wampa in Arena anymore.
No. Use them a lot of other places,
which makes the challenge quite difficult.
I mean, Wampa's a TB, TW,
Wampa Wampa is awesome. Don't be hating on the Wampa Wampa.
GA rank. Look, I'm not saying he's not awesome. I'm just saying, what areas of the game do we use him in? It's not arena.
If you can get him to survive in territory war, then you probably would benefit them from the
Regular arena is like the only place, except for Fleet because he doesn't have a ship. But that's the only place Wampa isn't used.
What species is Wampa?
It's Wampa.
It's a Wampa.
Oh,
Popsicle.
They're not very creative with their name. They're like Pokemon.
Pokemon, collect them all.
Collect them all.
Moving on to the next question. Pokemon.
Sensitive. His name is Bill.
Biggest Footus or Yetius? I don't know.
Let's see. Matt Bailey question: if they're going back to the Rebel show, wouldn't you like to see Bendu?
Ooh.
I'd like to see
Oh
Bendu
man, if they went back to Star Wars Rebels, or they went to Star Wars Resistance, there is zero merchandise for Star Wars Resistance. It's the strangest thing, and the show is really good, in my opinion. But yeah, they did not put up enough merchandise for Star Wars the Rebels TV show or the new Resistance TV show. There are some great characters.
Supposedly Hasbro's working on a line for Resistance. So
there should be a Resistance and there should be a Rebels line. In my mind, I mean, those are the shows my kids watch, right? I mean, if they're trying to target, that 5 to 10-year-old market, 5 to 10-year-old market is watching Rebels and Resistance, man, because it's on the Disney Channel every day. They miss the boat by going for the movies all the time and not going for the. I mean, look, the reason my kid loves Black Panther, is because Black Panther cartoons, right, on Disney. He didn't get all excited about it when it came out as a live action movie. I just feel like some of their marketing is a little bit off.
I don't know.
Anyway,
I personally I like the Black Panther animated series more than I like the movie.
It was perfect. Black Panther animated series is how my son got so excited about Black Panther. It's how it became his favorite Marvel hero. Yes, agreed. When Graham and I agree, it's a good sign.
It's not the stage of the apocalypse. Feyma question: Crouching Rancor suggests I mod Poe with speed and potency set. Since it's excellent for attacking, should I mod him with offense or critical damage or critical chance instead?
The mods besides the dots and the level on the ship don't matter.
Nope.
So mod the character like how he needs to be, which is a lot of speed and a lot of potency. Totally agree. You could do a speed set, potency set, be great. Yes.
All right. RSG Vormax question. I have some gear Zeta's hoarded. Should I use them on the new shiny General Grievous and B1 and droids, or should I gear them Zeta my Revan team?
Revan team, bro.
Yeah, go
Revan
with what
team,
you
bro.
know.
Go with what we know, or just wait a couple weeks. Wait like what? Grievous pops today, maybe? I think is what they said. Grievous and Droideka. Droideka maybe pops today too, right?
Mm-hmm.
More than likely.
So why don't we wait, man? There's no reason not to wait.
Nathaniel Morgan, thanks for not answering my question. Nathaniel
Oh
Morgan,
crap! What? I didn't see your question, Nathaniel.
You talking about the fur balls? We did answer that one, didn't we? What kind of gear tier do the fur balls need to beat the Mythic Round War? Gear 11 got slaughtered instantly. We answered that. I said they got to be gear 12 with Zetas. Nathaniel Morgan.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why we don't use Ewoks in Mythic Round War.
We did answer your question, you knucklehead. And this is another one I missed that you didn't put question in front of the statement like I repeatedly say.
Yeah. Thanks for not answering my question. Thanks for being awesome, Ranger.
I mean, if I miss one, throw it back in there, homie. I always get your questions, man. Jesus. Look, I'm one man. I'm trying to do the best I can.
I told you, I don't do anything except take credit, guys. Ranger is doing this all by himself.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of us just look like we're here. This is like...
And I'm actually not even here most of the time.
Right, see? Throw me some slack. I'm the boss. I need the info.
Throw me a
Right.
freaking bone here.
I've been frickin' doing this for 30 frickin' years. Frickin' Frozen. There's a lot of frickin' in there. Darth Teflon question: would you like to see Starkiller in the game? I would love to see Starkiller in the game. He's one of the most OP characters ever. I think he would crash the game.
Oh, Galen Merrick. Make sure he has the force skills that he had in video games. Oh God.
I still love the ending to that fight at the end. That's so good. The first one. Second one, The first one I loved to death. Nick Merck question: my mod inventory is full of level 3, 6, and 9 mods from looking for speed secondaries.
Yep.
What other secondaries should I be keeping? Offense. Yeah.
Dang. Not only did we have the same answer, we had the same answer in unison.
Yeah.
Now, let me
sell
tell
the
you,
rest.
What are you going to sell? Well, you're going to sell what's the easiest to find when you do want to sell something. What do I sell? I sell squares, diamonds, and circles.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's harder for me to find right primary, right set bonus with decent secondaries on a triangle, an arrow, or a cross. So I save as many of those as possible because those are always the ones I'm looking for. And then I'm like, oh, look, there's an arrow that goes with it. I mean, oh, look, there's a square that goes with it. Oh, look, there's a diamond that goes with it. So that's what I do.
Nathaniel Morgan, I don't know, Finn, now that you're back, I was saying this one. Nathaniel Morgan, question for Finn. How to beat Mythic Ground War with Ewoks, and he's got the little bears in there. If you had to do it, Finn, all right, if you had to do the Ewoks, what is your suggestion?
He's talking about the Ewok event?
No, Ground Wars. The one that's out right now with Dooku and Ground War Salt Battles.
Oh, I haven't tried it with the Ewoks. I just used my Jedi. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's not going to be any different than...
Gear 11's not working for him, so maybe it's a combination. I don't know what Ewoks he's using either.
The Dooku at the end is going to be a pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you think about it, the Ewoks hit like wet noodles, regardless of gear level.
Well, it's about them controlling the battlefield. And
you're just going to have to keep on gaining turn meter. Keep Ewok Elder alive. That's what it is. And in the last phase, I would probably say you need to get rid of Asajj first, so she doesn't AoE dispel the stealth.
Yeah.
That would probably be the key one.
You always go after Asajj first, no matter what. Get her off the field, and that way you can keep all your buffs and stuff. If the Ewoks can stay buffed and stealth, and Dooku's not able to counter, then that's how you would do it. But
the other thing too, and I realized this with when I was using my other Jedi, like the Kenobi lead Barriss and stuff, before I got Revan in this one. For the 4th tier, when you're fighting like the Grievous and all the other guys that are there, to me, the key was actually to get rid of the little protection guy, because he puts protection on Grievous, and you may not have a lot of dispels. Now, the Ewoks do have dispels, so you might be able to do that, but I got rid of it first and then started to deal with killing Grievous. And the key is to make sure that if your Ewok Elder is stealth, so that he does not get targeted by a lot of the really bad stealth, and if somebody dies, then you just put it back.
Alright.
Yeah, I haven't tried it myself though. I'll try it next time.
You know what's really gonna suck is if the rework on Grievous takes effect on the Grievous in that one.
No, they're in different kits. They have different kits entirely. We've seen this before. Like they have different kits in different phases and stuff. So I think
they do have different kits in different phases, but sometimes it does feel like it bleeds over a little bit.
Maybe with like the stats. Maybe the stats kind of bleed over because they might have just based on the base character percentages, but like the AAT Grievous worked completely different than any other Grievous in the game.
Just like the AAT Traya, right? Yeah, I get
That's
it.
right.
All right.
Oh man, I wish our Nihilus was like the raid Nihilus. Ooh.
Immune to turn meter removal.
I want a cuddly Rancor.
You want a cuddly Rancor? You and your cuddly reptiles, man. By the way, I bet you he likes gremlins too.
Well, yeah, you just don't feed him. That's fine. If you don't feed him after midnight, that's when bad things happen. Other than that, you're fine.
It's kind of like porgs.
Look at the last couple questions, rapid fire. What else are you 3? Can we make Nathaniel Morgan the emo kid in the class since he's vying for the position? No, he's not. Stop it. What else? 73.
No, that one is hideous. It's fine.
Yeah, that's.
Oh,
that
be careful! Hideous got in a car wreck, like a real bad car wreck.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
I'll
Really?
update you guys on that. He was
good.
taking a trip here like yesterday or today,
Uh-huh.
and he lost control of his vehicle and rolled it 3 times.
Oh my god.
Because of the bad
much as
weather.
we
Says he's fine,
We
I
love
saw
hideous.
pics of the
Yeah.
vehicle.
you know,
We do. We
but,
love
He's
Hideous,
fine.
but
That's all I care about. Like,
but you know, yeah.
Because his pride might be hurt a little bit.
ugh,
I'm
glad he's
sorry.
Maybe,
I did not know that.
Yeah. We're
All
glad
right.
he's okay.
a couple questions real quick, and then we're done. From Kazakage to easy question: grande ice cream or yogurt?
Ooh, I love me some yogurt.
Me too. So frozen yogurt is the shiznizzle dot mizzle. And the last one from him. Question: Ranger, Texas barbecue or Memphis barbecue? Really?
St.
Texas
Louis.
barbecue.
Really?
Brah.
Texas barbecue, man.
Texas barbecue.
I mean, Memphis barbecue is good. I've had it, but it's Texas.
It's
Memphis
barbecue.
different,
barbecue
right?
is good.
Texas
It is
It's
different.
Sweeter.
You know,
Sweet and porky.
yeah.
Well,
Versus like
But also, Memphis is
more
more
like-
dry rubs, isn't it, than the Texas, which is more like sauce based.
Yeah.
Nah, I would tell you there's a ton of Texas barbecue that's more like dry rub. The biggest
Oh,
thing
I know.
I've seen
I'm
is
sure
that-
there's, and then Memphis
sure
will say
it's
there's
pork-
a ton of them that are
pork-
wet too.
Well, but what I'm saying though is that it's Texas barbecue is mostly beef, and Memphis barbecue is mostly pork.
Yeah. That's a good observation.
You guys are remind me of a place in Dallas Fort Worth called Red Hot and Blue. Their pulled pork sandwiches.
Yeah. All right. That's all our questions. Finn, you want to give us an update since you're here on the ACS stuff?
Sure. So we have the ACS campaign still going on as we're pushing towards 15,000. Make sure that you do join us for Wednesday night tonight for our Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes live stream. We will be trying to do some promotions and stuff during our Wednesday night streams. So make sure that you guys do join us for that. We are on our way slowly but surely now in the final stretch. If you guys haven't, please make sure that you buy your RSG wristband in order to support the cause, and we will mail those out to you. We have some other challenges and stuff that are still available as well, including me wearing a porg to the RSG dinner, Grimm's roster roasting, and a bunch of other stuff. So please make sure that you guys do check that out, donate, get the rewards. We still have a few rewards that have limited availability left, like Dana Descent's autograph picture. It's still available that you guys can get. The medium-sized package of Stu Strong merch, which is the Stance Star Wars socks, the medium hat, and the RSG wristband. So check those out. Donate if you can, and make sure you check us out tonight.
That's right. Longest running live stream in the community.
Oh, and I guess a bigger note is we are 44,100-ish away from the lightsaber giveaway.
How
Once
much
we
are
hit, right now, if we hit 14,242, we will roll the lightsaber. So there you go.
Live, baby.
So how much more do we need?
4,100-ish.
Okay. All right. So that's our stream for today. Thank you guys for watching. We really appreciate it. So check out our Discord. Again, same thing before. Stop what you're doing. Give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. And check out our Patreon. With that being said, on behalf of myself and the rest of the RSG crew members, thank you guys for stopping in. Have a great rest of your day, and we will see you tonight.